this video, we're going to walk through data filtering, beginning with why you should implement data filters and then moving into how to create them in LeadProsper. If you're familiar with the concept of data filtering and have already bought in, feel free to move straight into the setup phase of the video, which you'll find linked in the description. When it comes to lead routing, data filters are a major contributor to a successful campaign. Whether you're generating leads and selling them, you're the end buyer, or you're connecting suppliers and buyers as a broker, filters will ensure that leads make it to the right endpoint at the right time. In LeadProsper, any field you're collecting in a campaign can become a filter. Geographic filters such as state and zip code are very common when you or your end buyers service different areas. And day-parting filters ensure your campaign is delivering leads only when the endpoints are ready to receive them. You can also implement filters based on campaign-specific questions on the lead generation page. Maybe you're running a campaign to generate solar leads, for instance, and you want to know if a prospect's roof gets enough sunlight for a solar installation to make financial sense. On the lead gen form, there might be a question about the amount of shade on a roof, with 3 possible responses: no shade, partial shade, and full shade. In LeadProsper, you can filter those 3 data streams however your situation requires. You might set the campaign so that one buyer receives all the leads with no shade, one receives partially shaded roofs, and one receives leads with fully shaded roofs, maybe in order to offer other home energy efficiency upgrades like heat pumps or insulation updates, because the home isn't a good fit for solar. For now, there are 2 ways to add filters to suppliers and buyers in LeadProsper. If you're creating a campaign from scratch, you'll need to build out the skeleton of the campaign before you can add any filters. Give the campaign a name, add the fields you'll be collecting, choose which, if any, integrations you'd like to use, and configure a dupe checker. If you're not sure how to perform any of these steps, we'll link to some helpful resources in the video description below. Once you've completed the initial campaign setup, you'll see options to add your suppliers and buyers. And you'll get to the filters section for each supplier and buyer as you work through the steps necessary to add these clients. To add filters to suppliers and buyers in an existing campaign, head to the Campaigns tab and choose which campaign you want to edit. From there, you can click the Edit cog next to the individual supplier or buyer you want to edit. Then scroll down to the Filters section and click the Add button, choosing from the available fields. You can also scroll straight down to the Filters section from the Campaign Overview, adding filters to the individual suppliers and buyers here. In this view, you'll also see the option to add global filters. If you see global filters but no Add button, it's because you don't yet have at least one supplier and one buyer added to your campaign. Update your campaign and the button will appear. Besides getting leads where they need to go, data filters can also block lead fraud, whether you're buying leads from a supplier or sending traffic through your own lead gen form. One of the most fundamental fraud-fighting filters is a profanity filter, which will block out any leads with first or last names that match those on a profanity list. Instead of filtering these fake leads from individual sources, it's easiest to add a global filter that prevents them from entering your campaign no matter their origin. Head to Google and download a comprehensive profanity list, and then come back to your campaign and click the Add button in the Global Filter section. Choose the field you're collecting for a lead's first name, change the action to block, and then upload your list here. Repeat the same steps to create a global profanity filter for the last name field as well, and you're done. Leads with obviously fraudulent first or last names will automatically be marked as fails on their way into LeadProsper, whether you have 1 supplier in your campaign or 100. If you have any questions about fraud filters, general filters, or any other features of the LeadProsper platform, you can email us at support@leadprosper.io, or if you have an account, submit a support ticket using this button in the bottom left corner. Thanks for watching.